Hey friends, welcome to the video of Watcher of Realms. This is about the conversation regarding this weekend summons and the whole Jing Bang, which is Thursday, 31st October, last day of the month. Of course, the usual summons for 2x, both in Invocation and the Divines, is going to be there. However, this event, Shadow in the Castle, is going to start. Of course, it's going to bring a lot of grand prizes. But the most important awaited thing is Twyla and HeX banner arrives. Twyla being really extremely celebrated. So let's look at why. But before that, there is an event sign-in that has come in today. And let's go and see what is this whole thing about. So in our game app section, this is there. So Shadow in the Castle is going to happen from 31st October till 10th of November. New legendary heroes are going to come in during this particular event, starting with Twyla and HeX banner, which starts on 31st for 3 days or 4 days. And Celine is going to be also part. Celine has already arrived via her shards, which started on the 22nd, and they will go on till 11th of November. Beatrix is going to come in. Then we have this event sign-in that is going to start on 31st of October till the last day. Obviously, there is, as the game has done since me being associated, even though the event is a 10-day thing, they have a 7-day sign-in period. I've said multiple times that they need to put some kind of a thing and make it a 10-day process so that the feeling of the event stays active. The event rewards preview. There are avatars, the borders, then there is a skin, legendary skin crystals, and crystal one, and rare summon shards. Then the main events overview, treasure hunts, celebration, earn lucky knives by completing daily quests to redeem for rewards. There's various rewards within that. Then there is this scroll exploration. Tap on the scroll to explore and complete the specified quests to claim corresponding rewards. These are the rewards idea. There's going to be 3 skins. 1 is available in the redeem shop of this event, and 2 of them are going to be in time limited bundle. It's written below the skins. Yeah, I'm not so fancy of this HeX. This looks cool, but completely different from the original Comet. But these skins mean nothing, honestly. They don't, there's a very tiny, minuscule stats impact, but otherwise they're just for show. So that's that. Let's get out. If we go back into this and click this, let's look at Twyla. She's a fighter, normal fighter, part of the Nightmare faction, and there is a video. Let's check the video out. So that's her out with this weird weapon of hers, deranged blade in the Wild West. What's her speciality? First, the range that she has is her tile where she is and a tile forward. And I'm looking at the Slice and dice ultimate, no change. We go over here to check. There's no change. It's the same range. Her specialty is multi-strike attack, burst damage, and damage escalating. So there's basically a lot of damage when I look at those three words, three sets of words. Let's start with the talent. Each basic attack launched has 25% chance to trigger deranged blade. The trigger chance of deranged blade is increased by 5% each time the ultimate is cast, and up to 15%. So what's the deranged blade? Deals 20% damage 12 times consecutively and also inflicts bleed for 5 seconds. Okay. Let's go straight in. Slice and dice. That's the ultimate. When activated, increases damage by 30% and reduces attack interval by 20%, which means speeds up, increases speed. Granting deranged blade an extra 6 instances of damage. So it was already 12 and 6 additional, dealing 20% each, which means 360% overall damage plus the bleed. Lasting for 15 seconds. This 15 seconds can be scaled up by 5. As you can see, effect duration plus 5 seconds. Deals 200% damage 2 times to one enemy immediately. Okay. And the damage increase can also be scaled up 20%. The other portion of the skills is permanent damage, 100% damage to one enemy, and 20% skill up available. Passive. Symphony of Ruin. After not dealing damage for 2 seconds, increases rage regen auto by 10, which can be skilled up by additional 10. This effect is removed upon dealing damage. Bloody Reprisal is the other passive. Each time the ultimate is triggered, grants an extra 6% defense penetration during the next ultimate. And this can be also scaled up by 4% additionally. And this whole stacking happens till 80% defense penetration. That's massive. Okay, we still have one to go, which is the Mad Devotee passive of Bond skill. Obtain hero HeX, the Mad Diviner. I think for most people it will be obtain hero Twyla, because the Mad Diviner is already sitting in the roster. To unlock the following bonus effect. Reduces Twyla's first deployment cost by 6. This is HeX's presence in your roster. And deployment cost reduction by 6. So from 17 goes to 11. This one needs to be reworded because each time HeX draws a card, and for that HeX has to be in the play along with Twyla, which is not written over here. Twyla permanently increases critical damage by 5%, up to 60% critical damage. So that's that. The usual block 2, cost and deployment time. It is what it is. Let's go to Awakenings. First Awakening. After triggering the ultimate 4 times, increases every single instance of deranged blades damage to 30%. So the deranged blades original damage is 20%, 12 times. That gets increased to 30%. Then Awaken 2 is addition to hero attack stats 300. Awaken 3, ultimate duration gets a plus 5 second boost. Awaken 4 is penetration plus 8%. Awaken 5, upon taking fatal damage for the first time, becomes immune to death for 6 seconds and increases damage by 100%. So, quite cool. Now, so that's Twyla. Let's look at HeX. We already know what he does, but I would like to speak about the bond skill. Unbridled fervor is the passive bond skill. Obtain hero Twyla, the red smile, to unlock the following bonus effect. When Fate the Hermit is triggered, HeX gains an additional shield equal to 40% of attack for 10 seconds. Okay, so this is triggered when Twyla is in the roster. That's it. Your account needs to have Twyla. Second portion is well defined. If Twyla is on the field, reduces HeX's cost by 4. So from 12, HeX's cost becomes 8. This is really cool. This part, if HeX is on the field, is not written in Twyla's. So that's a question mark for me. Maybe some of the guys who have tried it know. We'll find out. That's it. Has anything changed in his awakenings because of anything else? Okay. Oh, here the penetration is just +5. Okay. So that's Twyla and HeX banner. Demios, Navras, Cyrene are the 3 epics. They're fairly good epics, useful at different aspects of the game. So they're going to be available. Otherwise, it's going to be basically tokens for most players because they have all these fellows. Demios might be a little missing from quite a few, but still you never know. So that's the regular banner of Twyla and HeX this coming Thursday. We have special ancient banner, summoning banner, which again has 15x drop rate like Twyla and HeX. Morrigan and Alistair are the 2 heroes that are available. Alistair is, of course, the ancient exclusive. I would like to believe that. Let's find out. Yeah, Morrigan is not ancient exclusive. So Morrigan is a regular one, and I already have Alistair. So I'm going to skip this one, but let's look at the video. There is a video.
Show me good things of the dead.
Our research begins. The witcheries never die. Research begins. The witcheries never die.
So that's Morrigan. She's of course a lord, so she provides this lord benefits to all the faction members. I don't have a legendary lord of this faction, the cultists. Increases faction team members' basic attributes by 15%. So that's the first thing. Increases faction team members' damage dealt to enemies inflicted with slow, stun, freeze, immobilize state, and other CC effects by 30%. And of course, increases faction team members' AoE damage by 25%. So that's the super benefit that she brings, apart from all the crazy stuff that she does directly. I'm going to skip all that. There's enough chit chat that has happened about that. Now, the Lords do one thing that is at Awaken 2. Increase faction team members' AoE damage by 5%. So this will be over and above this. Having said that, let's go to Alistair. You can also, I'll just go back to Morrigan and point out that you can also always check the review and see that she's useful across the game almost. So that's really cool, and the rating shows the power and the importance of hers. We go to this guy. Let's check the review. Shows that he's not top of the top dog, but he's useful in quite a few of the places. So again, a mage, magic mage, part of two factions, Arbiter and the Watcher. And again, he's been in the game. I think he came via the shard summon, so he's there. I don't need to show his ass with a twirl, so I was just because I can do it, I'm doing it. That's habit. So sustained damage, true damage, and of course the radiant erosion and the impacts and the benefits of that. So he basically works along with his fellow arbiters to impact whatever impacts he creates. So he's again a good useful fellow. You can clearly get an idea from here. Titanic Ruins, Drake's Chasm, Void Drift, Faction Trials, Guild War. So these are some of the ones, but I think Void Drift, Drake's Chasm, Faction Trials, and Titanic Ruins, these are the three areas where I have seen him play roles. And also quite a few videos by other content creators have been shared. You have the video guide, so you can always click that and check that out. So yeah, there it is. These are the weekend summoning options. I'm quite sure nobody's going to do the 2x because Twyla and HeX are going to be the focus areas for the regular summons. Your divines also come into play over here. And that's it. Get ready for Shadow of the Castle event. It's going to be a good 10-day bonanza. Nothing extravagant, but still, it's action-packed. And of course, the summon banner this time, and the ones that will come in the subsequent weeks, because I think Beatrix is one. And also keep an eye out for all these shard collection zones that are going to show up, events, so that you collect Selene shards. I picked up 10 more, so now 110 left to pick up. So that's that. Good luck for your summons and planning the same, and see you in the next video. Cheers.